Hello folks, I'm Dan. Little quick shop update today. Haven't give you anything of a whole lot of substance here for the last week and a half or so, or 2 weeks, so I thought we'd at least give you a little update until I get some more video edited. Today I'm going to touch on products I've got coming out for the shop, a little bit on the Atlas 10-inch production lathe, doing a tailgate repair on my 54 Chevy pickup. So if that interests you, hang around. Maybe I've got something that'll at least be entertaining for you. A little Atlas 10-inch turret lathe. I've got quite a bit of video shot for that, and I'll hopefully get some more of that edited and out for you here within the next few days. I have already shot video on the cross feed lever, or the hand feed lever for the cross slide and the apron. Those parts are done with the exception of I don't have the adjustment screw machined yet. I've got a piece of stainless set up in the lathe right now, in the Sheldon lathe, and I'll probably be working on that today or tomorrow. I'm going to have to realign my tailstock. I've got a little bit of misalignment there when I started cutting the shaft for that. Well, I've got quite a bit of taper in there, more than I feel is acceptable for what I'm doing. So I don't know exactly why I've got taper in it. I probably did not get it set back perfectly last time I was cutting a taper or had the tailstock offset. So I'll go back and double check that. So that's going on. Working on the ratchet gear case cover. I've pretty much got the tooling done for that. This fits the Atlas 7-inch shaper, and the guys have gone through and they've tried 3D printing these, and they've been machined and they've been CNC'd, and they're not quite like the original. So I've got the tooling done, almost done for this. I'm making a few little adjustments. Hopefully I'll have these out in the fairly near future. But I've been working on those. Of course, I previously finished the overarm handle locks for on the Atlas milling machine. Those are a turned stainless part. They're two parts that are matched together, but they're done and in production. I've got a few sets of those in stock, and what prompted me to bring those up is this is the gib lock that goes on the production cross slide on the 10-inch lathe. This fits one of the other machines. This actually fits the adjustment bar for the Atlas milling machine for the coolant tank. So, and it's virtually the same locking knob as goes on the gib lock. So I don't know if I'm going to set them up, and I'll machine those out of stainless too on the CNC lathe. I'm probably also going to cast some of those in original Zamac and then plate them. Ran bluing tanks yesterday, so I got my parts for the feed lever on the Atlas production lathe done. There's the handle blued up and ready to go. The adjustment piece that goes on the goes onto the feed screw there, and just a couple of the little parts that I threw in the bluing tanks while I was doing. So that'll be on. I'll actually shoot a little more video when that's done. I've got a couple other things going on that I'm not quite ready to release yet. Almost finished the new pattern for the Atlas shaper. I still got a couple of the old style patterns, and I call them an old style pattern. This is a pattern that I've cast for years for the Atlas shaper. It does not fit on my shaper, ironically, because my shapers had the pulleys changed on at least the upper end. This guard will go on, but it's a very tight fit, so I've never really fit one up to my shaper, even though that's what started me to casting these guards, was I needed one. And this dimensions off of this were taken off of an original guard that I managed to borrow to get dimensions off of. So I've got a couple of those left. I haven't been in a real hurry to finish the new pattern because I've had a little bit of interest in it. A couple of guys said they wanted to wait for that pattern before they ordered one, but I haven't really seen a whole lot of interest in it, so I haven't been real concerned about finishing up that match plate pattern to start casting those. I've got a 54 Chevy pickup that I've owned for 30 some years, I think now. At one time before I acquired it, the tailgate had broken out, one of the end supports for the tailgate, and that's a repair for the day. Somebody had gone back and repaired it at some time before I bought it, and they've welded it up here. It's broken loose again. Last couple of days I've been hauling bark mulch for my wife. Every year we We do things to make her happy when spring hits, and one of those things is she likes fresh bark mulch throughout down the side of the house and in her flower beds and that type of thing. So I've hauled a couple loads of that, and I thought, well, I'm done with that before I clean that bed out. Why, I was going to go ahead and at least repair this. So I don't know that I'm going to video the repair. I'll probably shoot a few still shots, but it's going to be a basic repair. I am going to sandblast it down so we get rid of the rust that's on here, so it's ready when I do eventually restore this pickup. It's going to be a basic repair. I'm going to grind off the extra welds that are on here, fit it back in place, and just weld it back up, and then hit it with some primer so it'll maintain a little bit of its integrity until we actually get ready to restore this pickup. I hope that I've included a little bit that you find at least entertaining. If you find these videos helpful, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you hit the bell notification, you will know when I put out a new video. And thanks for taking the time to watch, guys. I appreciate it.